Okay, how we looking here? How we looking here? Okay, where is my... Let's throw this up on Twitter and see what we got. That might not have worked. Okay, so we're about 2:47 p.m. right now. Tesla had just another, epic run today, starting in the pre-market down in the 1670s, 1680s. Looks like just right off the open, it just started catching and has run up all day. Started testing that previous high from 3-4 weeks ago when it got up to about 1795, 94ish. Came right up, right at it again, fell down a little bit, recovered for a little while, ran up, tried it again, come back down. I ran out, run some errands, and here we go, testing again. Oh yeah, this was a fun day. And then while I was out running errands, it gave another push and finally broke through there. So once it broke through 18, we've been off to the races more going into the close. So I had some problems with my Thinkorswim. This platform has been just totally glitchy all day long and causing all kinds of problems. So I reached a point, just kind of gave up on hoping to get into anything. Of course, the plan I had for the morning would have worked out just perfectly, but not something I guess that was going to happen today. So got my errands run, popped back here, and made a few changes on my stream setup and got another monitor. So hopefully it should not be a weird stretch from my big monitor. I've been trying to record like one little corner of a huge like 43-inch monitor, and then when it goes into play on YouTube, it's changes the viewing angles of it. It looked weird. So got a new monitor, got this guy set up, and I don't know if you noticed that it was just having connection issues again. So this is not a day to take a trade. I've got a sell order down here that right now I'm attempting to play. What was that? Sell the 1750, I believe. Yeah. So if it goes down, I can sell the 1750, buy a 1740. I've got an order in for 520. That gives over half of the spread in my favor. So if it goes down and fills that, I'll take it. Probably try to pull it off fairly quickly. This is going to be a very interesting week with the way that we've got the split coming up, and this Friday is going to be the date of record. So I was really hoping for, after last week's run up, that we'd have more of a sell-off coming into this week, but doesn't look like we're going to be that lucky. I've been playing the option side of the Tesla market for I guess past year and a half now, coming into September. Yeah, I think since about September last year I haven't even made a trade on any other ticker symbol. So this guy runs around enough, builds up enough volatility that there's not really any other need to make other trades. So we'll see how it goes, but been kind of an interesting day, and that's what I was looking for right there. I figured going into the end of the day, we'd get up pretty high and day traders would start selling it off. Now we're either going to have a sell-off, maybe come back down to the 1820s, maybe. If not, we're going to find support here and just keep strong all the way into the close. I bet there's a lot of people are hoping we hit 1850 today, but I don't know. There's just so much extra going on right now. It's hard to really say what's going to happen. And there we go. So see where my cursor's at? This right here, delayed data. That means Thinkorswim is still being a problem. So this definitely cost me a lot of money today. If anybody's interested who watches this later, kind of what I like to do is when a day like this, especially where there's a lot of hype, in the morning I was looking at selling like a 1690 or 1700 put, and then buying one $10 under it. So say, make it simple, sell the 1700 and buy the 1690 for protection in case it just stumbled and fell for the rest of the day. But ideally, I'm working at another little strategy, but that is when it's hyped up and there's a lot of attention, you can sell more of that hype, and then as it runs up, gets further out of the money, that becomes less and less valuable. So say I could have maybe sold that for anywhere between $5 and $6, so $500 to $600 per contract. Ideally, once it ran up $20, $30, $40, it would be worth closer to $4 per per spread. So I mean, right there's a quick $100 per contract. I usually try to do anywhere 2 to 3 if I'm real confident on something. Last week I had 5 contracts going, and that actually worked out pretty well. Had my best week overall last week, and finally recognized it, and had the confidence to hold all the way to the end of the day on Friday, and the puts I had sold expired worthless, and I kept the whole premium, and really got me jumped back over where I had I got coroned back at the end of February. But after this last week, I've recovered everything that I had lost up to that point, and have actually jumped ahead a little bit. So I'm a little leery trading this week just because I've had a few good weeks, and I think I'm due for getting chopped off at the knees again, and I don't really want to do that. So I'm probably gonna just watch most of this week and possibly take a smaller trade. I don't know. I'll wait and see how Tuesday and Wednesday shape up, but if we get a good drop, I might go ahead and buy a couple shares just to get in, before the split. But really, my goal, I want to be long Tesla in the long term, and best way to do that's just right now hang out, wait for the split, buy a couple shares, keep doing what I'm doing with my option strategy, and as I make, every couple of weeks, if I make a couple hundred, buy some extra shares and just start stacking up. Once it gets down in the $300-400 range, just start stacking up shares, and over the next couple of years, just hold them for the long term. Super excited about the Austin Gigafactory. We'll see if it turns into a Terafactory. There's just so much cool news. So if anybody finds this, just randomly pops up on YouTube during the week, my plan is hopefully going forward, I think the look of this, just from what I can see here, it looks like it's more accurate of recording this screen and then displaying it onto YouTube. So if this works out well, if anybody could leave a message, just let me know if this looks halfway decent. If it doesn't, I need to make some more changes. If the audio is close to accurate, I'd like to know that, please. And what sounds good and looks decent to me might not sound good or look decent to anybody else. So if you could just let me know. But ideally on Mondays, which is my only day off work when the market's open, so Mondays about 2:30 Central Time, so really 30 minutes before market close, I'm planning on getting on here, and we can watch the end of the trading day, see what happens. If there's anything really interesting that happened over the weekend with news and developments, we can talk about those. And of course, going into the last 2 minutes of the day, we are disconnected. Oh, this is frustrating. So Thinkorswim, this platform program, wow, that was bad. Anyways, they did an update over the weekend, and obviously they messed something up. So unfortunately, a throwaway day on a day that would have been really, really good to have had all the tools available to me and been able to actually jump in and try to make some trades, because we're over $140 over what I was planning on for today. So my initial game plan would have worked out really, really well, but we'll see how it works out next Friday or next Monday. Yeah, I forget. I'm so used to looking at Fridays for options expirations, so I got to get used to talking about Mondays a bit. And we are down to the last 30 seconds coming up. What do you think? I think we'll stay above 1830, but I don't think we're going to jump up to 35 or 40. We might close right at 1835. That'd be epic. So I'm just going to run this to close and take off here in a minute, get back to the rest of the day's projects, and close. Pretty close right there. So official close 1835 and 64 cents. Doesn't get much closer than that, calling for a 1835 close. So, like I said, anybody watches this during the next week, feel free to come through 30 minutes before close. I'm in Central Time, so to me, market close is 3 o'clock. I'm shooting to get on here about 2:30. And if you got anything that you want to talk about, bring it in, drop it into the chat. I should be able to pull up websites and look at stuff with you. If sounds interesting, swing on by. I'll try to get consistent at doing this, and hopefully we can start hanging out on Mondays together for a little bit and watch Tesla stock and then talk Tesla news. There's always something going on. Well guys, thanks for stopping by, checking this out, and I shall see y'all on the next one.